How fast can you Black Border Mesa in Bloons TD6? Do you call it Mesa or Mesa? But either way, we're going to dive into this thing. This is another advanced map. We do not have that many maps left to complete in this game, so they're constantly getting harder and more work because these maps can be tough, let me tell you. But I think I've come up with some really cool strategies for Mesa or Mesa. I'm going to say Mesa for the duration of this video. And we're going to use Oben as our hero, but not just any Oben. We're going to use Rock Oben. But before I place him, I got to set that timer up. Now, if we can place Oben here, I think we're in a good spot and he'll kind of clear up the map pretty quickly, which will make this a relatively fast map. But we cannot do that until we hit play. We cannot be doing any cheats here. So we're going to hit that timer, double hit play, and then drop our Oben, and then hopefully put it here if I miss one. Okay, that's perfect. That's actually great. And then we can just start dropping some darts as close to the front as we can to get this thing through. And then we can, oh, that one's free, so we'll just leave it there. Now, this map I thought was going to be a little bit slower because once we get to the harder rounds like Chimps and Half Cash and Alternate Bloon rounds, I think we're going to have to put a majority of our defense back here, so it is going to slow it down, unfortunately. But for these beginning ones, I think we actually will be going fast because I didn't think about the front. I only practiced on Chimps and Half Cash, so I thought it would just be slow. But now I'm playing, I'm like, no, we could throw everything up front. We could throw tax up here on each side and just blast through this thing. But before we get too far, and if you guys want even more Bloons TD6 content, I have an entire second channel dedicated to 2-hour Bloons compilations of challenges, mods, and just everything Bloons TD6. Check it out over there on Dabloon. The link's in the description below. I hope you guys enjoy. Now, as far as our previous times go, we are looking at the last one was Castle Revenge. I believe it was like in 40th place or something, 48th place, because that map was just naturally slow. We didn't make any terrible mistakes. We were playing really well. We're getting progressively better as this series goes. But unfortunately, it was just a slow map because you have that like dead zone in the beginning where you see the balloons, but you can't attack them yet. So I'm hoping that we can knock this out today because a top 10 spot is Las Crevasse or Las Crevasse, and that's an advanced map at 2 hours and 18 minutes. So we do have a lot to accomplish, but we have the time to do so, as far as the fact that as long as I can just keep everything up front, I think we can be okay. So how about for the most of these beginner ones and the mediums and even most of the hards, what we should do is just slowly stack up things. And then as we can sell this to buy a better sniper, buy a better dart, maybe have like crossbows up front, and just keep no balloons in sight. Hopefully that's always the goal. But placing Oben here might be a really good start for all of these, so I'm kind of excited about it. Now, have you beaten this map on Chimps? Have you beaten it on Half Cash? Have you Black Bordered it yourself? As far as I'm concerned, we're getting to these harder maps, and I've avoided so many of them. Like when this first came out, I believe it's when we had Alien Etienne, which is why you have a little alien UFO ship up here. And it was a really cool map at first because Supreme Avocado showed me a strategy where you could put a dart monkey in this general area on close and get Ultra Juggernaut. And this thing would literally save like $70,000 of Chimps. It was wild. And I was thinking about trying to do that for Chimps mode, but that was like kind of a specialty case and kind of a fun run. So for this one, I just wanted it to be, you know, a safer run that we can make sure we win on. Now I think I need $1,000 for this. But once I get this, I think we're going to be better off if I go like this, semi-automatic. And now, yeah, I like that a lot, actually. That's actually not bad at all. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be fast, guys. I'm not really too worried about it. I can sell. What do I do? Should I sell these and buy another one? Or should I sell these and buy one of these to keep it even quicker? Now, I didn't want to have to do this, but I think this is going to be the best way to run about this, is the same old strategy we've been using. And to be honest, I think for Chimps mode, we might use what we use on Castle Revenge. I'm saying might, like I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm just trying to keep you guys in suspense. But we're probably going to do Axis of Havoc again, which is crazy. If you didn't watch the last video, Axis of Havoc is when you have all 3 5th-tier snipers on Chimps. And usually it's like a gimmick, right? You put all the snipers down and it's cool. You have all the 5th tiers. People have done different variations. They have Axis of Magicians, Axis of Subs, things like that. But in this case, it actually is really, really strong, and it gets the job done not only efficiently, but quickly, and there's a lot of low chance of messing it up. Now, the first runs I was doing, I went through with Etienne as my main hero because I was like, well, this is the map that we found Etienne on, so might as well use it. But then I was struggling really a lot on Half Cash. Half Cash was kind of a mess, a Mesa, get it? And I didn't like it at all. So then I was like, you know what? Instead of having to switch like to Etienne for Chimps and to keep Etienne for most of it, let's just use Oben for most of it. He gives you money in his trees. He can help the druids pop camo. I don't know why I put the druid there. I think that's just natural habit from what we're going to have to do later. But I just figured like Oben's really strong. And this is pretty much the strategy we did on Castle Revenge as well. So I figured, hey, let's just keep it going. So thank you to, I believe it was One-Eyed Deacon who had me use the Axis of Havoc for Castle Revenge. And now we're just going to kind of run it into this map. And it's really, you know, I'd like to spread things out and make it a little bit more crazy and do other strategies. But when you're trying to go fast, like snipers, planes, helicopters, they're going to be the best. That's just hands down. They're global towers. They're fast. Look at, he's keeping all the balloons off the screen, making this an actual fast run. Now I should have been smart and used, dang it. I should have had this thing ready to go already, but we'll do it like this, I guess. Okay, that wasn't slow at all, so I didn't even need the Moab Assassin for that. So now for this, we're going to go advanced, click twice. That's actually not that slow, so we can go to primary only. Same thing, drop an Oben, and then this time I think what we're going to do is we're going to drop a dart here because it's faster. Now, should I get triple dart? I think what we'll do, yeah, I think this is actually a really clean plan. We'll go triple darts and then sell triple darts for crossbows. I am worried that this guy's going to mess that up, but we'll have this in a quick second here. So now this side's covered. I just need to get like one range there and then we won't see any more balloons. Yeah, okay, cool. And now we're going to do the same thing over here. So once we get to like the harder rounds, the problems I was having was this track side over here. So I realized if you had Oben too, another good reason for him was that Etienne's plane thing. Like once it gets to the ability of the level 10 ability, it's good and everything. But what happens is if it's spinning around down here, so like let's say it's spinning here and you hit the ability and you have something leaving the track, there's a good 90% chance you're gonna miss it because it's just how it works. So Oben's tree right here, when you place him back here, is super clean. It makes sure everything doesn't get through. And then you really don't have any problems. It's that simple because now you're only really worried about one side because it splits it. So this side is half of this side, right? So it's two halves make a whole. So it's not as strong as a normal 63. So you only get one half of 63 over here. So you don't lose your tree immediately. It's really cool. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's like not the hardest concept to explain, but it just makes the game really fun and easy on this map, for instance, which you'll see. But my half cash strategy, that's what's the word? Debatable. You'll have to see it for yourself and let me know what you think. I wasn't the biggest fan, but who is a fan of half cash? You just literally just need to get it done. That's all. Like there's no like crazy things about it or like, oh, I need to try to be the best at it. Just get it out of your life. Like I would never say I don't like half cash because it does bring a new challenge and I do enjoy that. It's not like reverse where it's just a waste of time. It's just really cool, but it is hard. And I do just want it to get over with as quickly as possible, which is kind of funny. But I think just for general rounds, I don't use them in my half cash and I don't use them in my chimps run. But I do think in general, this guy's going to be really clean because look at that. That is a solid range. And that's just a base level range with this guy, just the entire track, you know? So I think we can use him a lot. And I was also thinking that like this guy does change the game. Like you can start off the beginning with him a lot better too. So I really like the Desperado. I mean, sometimes you're forced to use different towers because you're on primary only, whatever, but like just placing him down, he's so much cleaner than like throwing two tacks. I think it might not be as nanosecondly fast, but I mean, look at him go and he's getting those crit shots too. So if a big one comes out, he's got that down. Now lead, I didn't think about lead. That's not good, huh? So we're going to have to like put this here, I guess, and then go all the way here. Yeah, that should be fine for leads. Because if we wait for Oben, it's probably going to be too late. Dang it, that sucks too because I wanted to buy the twin sixes. But I'm kind of thinking too, what if we sell these guys for crossbows? Because they kind of attack slow. But at the same time, we're doing really well. Like it's not like we're in a bad spot here. But 3875 is kind of a lot. Now, if you did beat this map on chimps yourself, can you let me know below what your strategy was? Because I am curious, because I tried a bunch and I was just having a lot of struggles with them all. Oh no, I let 3 go through. I didn't expect that, but I was sitting here trying. I was like, okay, I'm going to buy twin sixes. And I'm like, no, I'll just buy this thing for round 40. But then I was like, oh, why don't I at least use the ability? And I didn't even do that because I'm kind of a dum-dum. So here we go. But this is going to be fast. It'll be cool. And then I think, oh, dude, I should have gotten, oh, that would have been a good one too. I didn't even think about that. Boomerangs, dude. Put one boomerang in the middle, like right here, and it'll get both sides. But I'm going to keep jamming that ability while I'm clicking buttons here because I want to make sure. But look at this. This literally handles everything on primary. is going to handle everything on every mode. Technically, if I just get one top path, I think we're going to utilize that a lot for most of these. Once we have money, it's like not going to be my first thing I go for, but it will be something we do go for. Let's go here and then deflation. I think this is obviously just a big win with the big guy. So we'll just go here like this. Make sure it hits the outside of the track. It doesn't, so I'm gonna reset. I know it's like a time waste, but I need it like right here because I didn't want that little gap here. I wanted every single balloon to never be seen again. Now this I am gonna put here on strong just to help out because this could be bad. This could be bad. I didn't think about that. I don't think we'll lose. I really don't. But look at, we only have this little section for Moabs. Watch deflation be this will be the first time I lose on deflation. That could be kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Okay, no, and that's not even Moabs, that's just 49. So the way he's spinning back and forth like this, I'm nervous about 50. I think it's 57, but he does shred Moabs like insanely though, huh? And if he didn't let any ceramics go by on 49, then 50 should be just fine. Okay, nope. Oh my gosh, this is not good because it's not that we're going to lose. I don't see us losing at all, but it could be so dramatic to have like a red balloon going like this all the way through, you know? It's just, that's, you don't want time losses in deflation. That's like your, there we go. Perfect example. Oh my goodness. All right. So that's that. So 57 is going to be even worse, but at least we have a sniper, right? We can put him on first and maybe he can help out. Okay. Keep it going. Oh man, watch all of this go down the drain when I should have just used this stupid plane. Okay, let's go, get it. Okay, good. We got this. Okay, third rush. Fourth rush is the worst one. We got it. Okay, I think that would probably be our biggest scare. And then 57, of course. Can we? Oh, and then 60. What if we lose on 60? But I kind of thought of that first because like this is the best side. Then you have a lot of range. If he can't take down a BFB in that amount of time, then like obviously he's not good, but he is good. So there's that. Okay, we took down 57. Okay, I'm happy. We didn't really lose too much, but normally this guy doesn't even like have anything set out. So I think the planes might have been a better choice. Let's do 59. Okay, go. Look at him just go back and forth. It's so funny. It just looks crazy to me. All right, here it is. 60, baby. Easy. Okay, it wasn't bad. We only lost 2 blues, but they were taken out by the spikes, so it didn't matter anyway. Poopy brown border. We're good to go. Let's go standard. Let's drop our obes right here. Right about there. Drop our dart here. Boom. And then, I think like another one here, right? Just keep them both there. Now, I'm going to go crossbow this time. Let's see if that's any better. I don't think it will be, but I mean, it's not the worst. And then what we'll do is go crossbow into 2 crossbows, obviously. And then a sniper would be cool. Oh, sniper might be good in case you mess up something. Like, that's not good. But then I could also just keep using my ability, and that'll put it in random places. Because, you know, Oben, he puts it where you don't need it to be. So there's that. 57. There we go. There's our first crossbow. We'll go double crossbow and then to the middle path. Now, I don't think I said it in the beginning, but this is 66. This is our 66th Black Border. How are you guys feeling about that? Because we're getting there, guys. I think it was like 70 something of them. So we're almost there. I am going to start having to use other people's strategies for the harder ones. Like this one I was able to manage. I mean, we're using a strategy that I used on the last map, but the Axis of Havoc has been around for years kind of thing. But we're using a similar variation as far as, well, no, we're not. We're just using the main gist of it. Because in the last one, we did need to use like the specific placements of the juggernauts, things like that. But in this particular case, we're going to be using Axis of Havoc, but I was able to do it on my own, which is cool. And 99% of these have all been done on my own. And the couple of times that I had to use strategy, I did shout them out. But I think from here on out, with these harder ones, like geared, I 100% have to use somebody else's strategy. Geared, I'm not even gonna bother. It's just gonna stress me out. So I'm gonna use someone's half cash and chimps. And then when we come to the experts, everything except for Dark Castle, which I'm saving Dark Castle because I've done that one so many times that I'm expecting it to be really fast. Or, well, not super fast because those trees in the beginning are gonna kind of screw us up. But I am expecting it to go quickly. And so I'm kind of saving it kind of thing. And then when we get to every single other expert, I'm going to have to completely rely on somebody else. Like, I think I'm going to have to use a lot of Chom's videos. And then who's the one? Is it Dorio? I think Dorio does really clean strategy. I think that's the person I even comment on one of their videos because I was watching it on Ouch and I thought I'd try it on my own. And on my main account, I just literally followed the video verbatim. And guess what? I was able to black metal, ouch. And I'm like, no way, it wasn't that easy. Now, I can't go through video frame by frame during a speed run of a Black Border. That would essentially mean that I'm not speed running. I'm just kind of like slow running. So I have to memorize it. So you think, oh, you know, okay, you're cheating on it. But no, it's really not. You still have to memorize it, like get it all down so you don't have any problems. So it's going to be hectic even with that. It's like Bloody Puddles, I'm going to cry. Like Dark Dungeons, I hate that map. But what's weird is like most of these things are the beginning. Once you get, there's always a solid point. There needs to be like a word for it, but there's always like a sigh of relief when it comes to this game. And there's this point where you're just like, okay, I feel good. And for instance, on Chimps, it's when you get to the full auto rifle, the 4th tier of the sniper on this map, and you're like, okay, now I can relax for a while. I know what I'm doing. And so once you get to that point, it's usually in the expert ones, right around like 30 or 40 or 50. And then you can start saving up. That's when you can bring your own strategy into it and try different towers. It's just the beginning that's like just purely awful, right? And it's just like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like even Muddy Puddles, I sat there for probably a good couple hours over all these years of playing this game, trying to find like a good beginning strategy, and it didn't work. I had to use Chom Chom's like exact placements, exact targetings, all that kind of stuff, because you can't just place towers and pop on Muddy Puddles. You have to have them right in this perfect spot or you're gonna lose, and those stress me out. Like even this one, I had to put them in like decent spots, but it's like not pixel perfect for Chimps. It's like here and here. You don't have to sit there and go like, okay, for this one, like on Dorio's video, he's like, you have to place it right here to where it's a little bit of this crack, a little bit of that crack. And I'm like, no way, dude, that's not for me. I'm not that good. So a little nervous about it, but we'll see. As we get farther, we'll just have to find like the best strategies. So if you guys know of any of the expert maps that you have used a strategy on and it was just so brain dead easy of a strategy, let me know below. Like, let me know who the top creators are for strategies. Not like crazy out of this world strategies. Like Chom Chom strategies are insanely. But because he thinks of the game so insanely, he doesn't understand that people like me are just slow with it. We don't get it. So you got to find me like the easiest strategies that like a child. You could explain it to a child and they'd be like, oh, okay, like someone brand new to the game could play it. Those are the strategies that my little brain needs. So send them my way, team, because I'm excited. I don't even know what to do once we finish this though. Like, do we keep going? Like, is my channel just done? Is that completed its arc? Because if I do a regular video at this point, like, you know, like a challenge video, or those sleep videos ran their course as well. But like if I do a challenge video, it'll get like 1,000 views. Like nobody cares anymore. That my channel has turned into the Black Border series and that's it. So once it's done, what do I do with my life? Am I just done as a creator? Do I go back and do it again? Do we just Black Border? I even tried recently like doing a Black Border with only this tower, and that was kind of fun, and people did seem to like it, but just not as much as I thought they would. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do with my life? Like I did, can you Black Border with primary only, and then or can you Black Border if only one tower gets all the pops? But you can only do that like so many times, you know? So I'm like, what do I do with my life when this channel's done? I don't even know. All right, so maybe I'll go back to like putting chimp strategies again. I'll just go back to challenges like, this is how I used to do it, right? Hey guys, Dabloon here, and today we're going to be doing a chimp strategy for the map Mesa. So this map was a little tough, but I did figure it out, so I'm a little excited about it. So first you're going to do is place a dart here, and then you're going to place a dart here on strong, and then you're going to place another dart here, and then hit play. As soon as you can, grab a sniper. Like those were my old strategies that I just, oh my god, like that's what built my channel in the beginning and built this awesome community. So I'm not hating, I just cringy watching them like, hey guys, Dabloon here, and I just like just go into these silly strategies. It's just kind of funny to me. All right, so now we need to pop the leads on 59, and I know the druid should be able to, but the druid's also dumb, so let's just do this too. Here, there we go. Now the leads are popped for sure. Here we go. Or do I just change? Do I just leave Bloons behind and never look back? That's scary too, huh? What if I just move on? What if I was playing some horror games lately. I was like, what if I become a horror creator? And then I was like, no, that's scary. I want something my daughter can watch. So maybe it's Bloons all the way. But I don't know what to do after this. I don't know what to do after this. I have to spark something because like, it's so crazy. Like you guys don't understand if you haven't done the content creation stuff, but like it goes in waves, like most things, right? Like you might enjoy one portion of your job and then a month later you're like, why don't I enjoy this anymore? And then you like another portion of your job. stuff like that. Well, with this, like, so for a long time I did strategies, and then I started doing challenges, and those blew up and my channel went great, and then those started falling off. So I was like, okay, well, now what do I do? So then I did that for a couple of years, and then one day I was like, I'm gonna try this Black Border series, and that popped off, and then that was really good. Those were getting like 100,000 views per video. And then it was like, okay, no, those aren't doing as well anymore. People kind of fell off of that series. I get it. It gets stale after like 60 something of them. Like, what else can you do, you know? But if you're trying to finish, you got to finish. So then next step was, hang on, let me get here. I don't even know what I'm yapping about right now. Next step was like, okay, now what do I think about? And then I did this like more sleep stuff in general, but then that started dying. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So usually what happens is you have like a breakthrough to where things come out of your brain and you're like, oh, okay, that'll work. I can do that. And then that's just kind of, that's cool. That's how it works with me anyway. Then you got like ISAB, who can just do like challenges and crazy stuff because he's so good at the game that it's always like a pop off. But me, I'm like sitting there, I'll struggle. I'll try like a real smart video, like I'll be like really good, like, okay, I'm gonna do all of this like with one tower. It's gonna be really cool. And then I realized, nope, that's above my pay grade. I can't handle that. And then I can't do it anyway, or I make it a lot harder than it needs to be. So crazy stuff over the time, guys. I don't even know what I'm yapping about. I'm just going on about things because I feel like this is coming to an end, and I feel like this is going to end my career. And I wanted to do like I really wanted to put every single Black Border together into one video. Come to find out, YouTube has a 12-hour limit. They used to have like a 24-hour limit, but even then I need like, let's say each of them's an hour and a half. So at least, right? Or hour and 16, whatever. So let's say each of them hour and a half. So you got 70 hours of content plus another 35. So you have over 100 hours of content. But that's not true, because the videos, I got them down to an hour for a while. Well, either way, you're talking 70 plus hours into a video. Like, that's not even possible. But how cool would that be if I could do that? One thing I wanted to do was compile all the chimps together, but even that, that's kind of crazy too. Unless I do it like shorts where I'm like, okay, then place this tower here, then place this tower here. It won't be possible, because let's say each of them are, well, I could probably knock them down to like 15 minutes each for chimps, like if they get harder in the strategies. So that would be 4 for every hour. So 4 into 70, that's almost 20. That's still like 20 hours. You can't do it. You just can't do it. I'd have to make them like 10 minutes each. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're not talking about this anymore, but it's just all coming to an end. It's like I'm graduating high school again. I'm gonna lose all my friends because we're all going on our different paths. It just feels like that. All right, guys, that's all I'm getting at. But anyways, we got our Oben here. We're going semi-automatic. Let's see, 2700, and then the only thing I'll have to worry about is lead, camo lead. Now I don't like this. This is already too slow for me. Right? Like, it's taking too long. But the only other option is like a never miss targeting. Yeah, never miss targeting would actually be pretty good, but it won't have camo. So how about, and it's going to take a while to get there. So you're better off with just a sniper going faster, like on full auto rifle, than saving up for the same price to get the plane. So we'll go full auto rifle. And then what we'll do for it's like really just 59. I could just have a razor rotored helicopter, 2 of them just sitting in the front by that point. Like, I won't need money or anything. I won't have money extra. Well, we can't farm because we don't have the bottom path boat. We could farm with a Chinook, but that would take more time than just popping all the balloons. A lot of crazy things going on this slow map. It's a Mesa, let me tell you. And that's probably going to be in the thumbnail. I was going to say, this map is a Mesa, and it's going to be like yellow highlighted. I'm going to think I'm so funny with my dad jokes. My dad jokes have quadrupled since I've had a baby, let me tell you. I am the king of dad jokes at this time. I can just come up with anything. It's like all day my wife just sighs out of cringe at me. She just goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, all day, because they just pop into my head and I can't help it. Like, the dumbest things pop in there, but I think they're so funny at the time. While I might as well buy some New Balances, some really long white tube socks, some cargo shorts, and like a Big Dogs t-shirt. Or what's the equivalent of Big Dogs t-shirts nowadays? Like, I don't know, I guess just like a Target shirt. I don't know, but it's just how it goes, guys. That's the life progression. So now I think what we should do, we got full auto rifle. I mean, this is good enough. Yeah, we really only need to worry about 59 for the lead. No, let's do this one. Because now, duh, camo lead genius, you have this guy. And then we can use supply drop and then we can get a faster sniper. Why wouldn't I think about this prior? What a dummy. My head just doesn't spin right sometimes. I'm still just sitting here wondering why I'm ranting about losing my Bloons channel. It's going to go away forever. Unless like Ninja Kiwi comes out with something crazy. I mean, the game's just running out of stuff. Now, like if you're really pro like Ryan Mahalik or ISAB, then the content's endless. Like you can always step it up. You know what I mean? Like that's why their channels do so well. Like they're really good at the game and they understand it. So they can just literally like come up with a challenge and like they can probably beat it. I come up with a challenge and I can't even touch it. I'm like, oh dang, that would have been a cool idea, but I can't muster it. And so it is cool with that skill. They can probably just do this forever. But when you're trying to do like entertainment stuff or just come up with a new cool idea, like this game has been out for 7 years. Like how many new ideas can you come up with? They're all just like reiterations of each other's over time, right? Like we all kind of blend together with our ideas and what we got going. So I personally like the long form. I thought like if I could pick anything I could do in Bloons, it would be the sleep content. Cause I think it's fun just to turn on the game and play it. But I understand that you guys don't want to see that because I probably wouldn't want to watch that either. But it is fun for me to turn on the game and just play it and have a good time. I get to enjoy, like I do enjoy doing Odysseys. I do enjoy trying to beat the boss event. The word try there is very important because I can't usually always beat them. But I do enjoy that and it's fun, but it's really hard to make content out of that. And so you have to like do other things for content, but then that might not resonate as well. I don't know, crazy. So I'm just brain dumping here. Because this map is a total mesa and my mind's a mesa right now trying to figure all this out. But hey, you know, it's cool. It's cool. But tell me a little bit about you guys. How long have you been watching this series and are you still enjoying it or did you catch it onto it later? Because dude, I'm still getting like notifications for comments on the original one, the How Fast Can You Black Border Monkey Meadow, which is crazy. And people are like, dude, this is my new favorite series. I'm like, dude, it's 2 years past it. Like, how does YouTube work to where someone can find it 2 years later? Now, I understand if you just got into Bloons because it was never recommended to you, but I know how YouTube works. And I know that sometimes they're just going to literally just not recommend something until they feel like it. Because have you ever seen like a video pop up on your feed and it's from like 12 years ago and then it has like 5 million views and you're like, okay, why is this popping up? Maybe I should check it out because YouTube knows how to manipulate you. And then you go and you look and all the comments are like, is everyone else just watching this right now? And you're like, yeah, me too. And you're like, YouTube got me again. And it's just the way they just burn your brain out, I guess. It's just kind of crazy. But long story short, how long have you been into this Black Border series? And have you seen them all? Has anybody in the comments seen every single Black Border? Because if you have, hats off, you're a champion, man. That is cool. You've listened to me babble for 100 and something hours now at this point. Like that's crazy. You're a beast. You're a beast. That is crazy. But okay, let's see. We got Elite Defender here as well. Oh my gosh, this is actually a clean strategy. Like this is a perfect map for snipers. I mean, really, every map's a perfect map for snipers. My goodness, I can't even talk. Now, what about... I just thought about the worst one. Reverse. We're going to have to put something here. So we'll put open here. It's really not much different than that one, to be completely honest. We'll put open here. And then guess what? Snipers. And they're going to knock it all out. This is crazy. All right, so there we're getting a lot of money though since these ones. I don't know if you guys noticed my money, but check it out next time. It's like I think it's like 200 grand or something. And then it made me really sad because back in the day, I had that much money on my main account. I had that much money. And then guess what? I started modding. So first off, there was like boss events. And no, it was modding first. I got into modding, right? And the next thing you know, I'm broke. And I'm like, what the heck just happened? Because I was modding on my main account, which you're not supposed to do for like terms of service and everything. And you're just asking to get in trouble, which I did get banned, but Ninja Q is awesome. Let me off the hook. But let me see what I need to do for some towers here though. I think we should do what we were doing and crossbow these both like this, just to be on the safe side. And then, so anyways, I was modding, but what was happening was I was losing so much. And this was before I had like the round changer backer, to where I can go to any round that I want previously. Like it saved all of them, which that should just be in the game anyway. I mean, you could charge a fee for it, but like the fact that I can go on chimps mode and then get to round 98 and realize my strategy is not that great and go back to round 96 when I purchase that 5th tier I don't want is beautiful. Like that is the best thing in this game, is that mod for like learning strategies. And oh my goodness, I can't wait till they like put that in the game somehow. I know it'd be like a lot on everything, but my goodness. Anyways, so what was I yapping about? Oh, we're gonna lose here. We're gonna lose. I know it. I'm not thinking straight. We're on Apopalypse. I don't really need to care about speed. I just need to make sure we have it all popped. So next thing we're gonna do is grab a druid, because that really what gets you. You need a druid on Apopalypse. Like it's the best tower for this map or this game mode, because those overwhelming regens come at you like crazy sometimes. Oh my absolute goodness. But anyways, so I modded a lot, and before I used the backlog one, I would end up with just playing on Impoppable, and then I'd lose, and I would go, oh man, so I'd retry, oh man, and then retry, oh man, and then retry the last round. Next thing I know, I was just out tons and tons and tons of money, and I don't even know what happened. And then the boss events too. The boss events would absolutely trash me, and I would just spend tons and tons of money on them. And then I was like, why don't I have another account? Because then I can like farm monkey money. You're not supposed to do that. Farm monkey money and play the game. And then I don't care if I lose monkey money, because it's not that one. So long story short, I had like a couple $100 grand. Everyone was always like, how do you have so much money? Well, it proves it just by playing the game. Because look at this one, has over 200 grand in monkey money. I haven't purchased any of it, obviously. And then, but then I just tanked it all down to where I'm like 20 or 30. I've never been in the limits of like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose. But I also have this like tendency, like when I'm playing a boss event and I retry round 20 for $600 for the 50th time. I'm like, okay, I should probably stop. I think I have a problem at this point. And it becomes like, I wouldn't say gambling, because I'm not, I guess it is. It's like in my head, it's 50-50 if I'm going to be able to actually beat it this time on round 100, because usually I can't on a boss event. But in my head, I'm like, you know what? I can this time if I just do this, and I do absolutely nothing different. I just buy a different tower that sucks. And then I'm like, oh, why didn't that work? Long story short, had a bunch of money, now I don't. So if you need money, just play the game, because we've black bordered 66 maps, spent over 100 hours doing so. No, for on my end, it's like 120 plus hours, because it is 2 hours in my time, real time. I just cut them down for you guys. But we've spent like tons and tons of hours, 200 of them or so, 120, 150 hours or something like that. And I have like 200 grand for it. But that's not worth it, huh? Oh my gosh. I read this book a long time ago. Well, I read a few books. I'm really big into like finance. So I read all these books like Rich Dad Poor Dad. You have to read that one. You have to read Think and Grow Rich, just so you can find out later and everyone can tell you on YouTube that they're grifters and but they do make you change your mind on how you think. And then I read The Psychology of Money, and that one's really good and made my mind think differently. And then The Millionaire Next Door. And so I think of everything like that, and it drives my wife crazy. But like, if you think about it, if I spent 200 hours on this account alone, because I have several thousand in Bloons TD6 in general, I have 2,000 or 200 hours on just this account playing these black borders, and then I only got 270 monkey money. But that would be like, okay, my goal is to make monkey money, because then buying it would be better, right? Because I could buy a lot more of it for less than 200 hours of time, like working a job or something. But your goal isn't to have monkey money. Like if it was, okay, cool. But your goal is to have fun playing a game, and then you need monkey money to do so in some cases for like, boss events or races, things like that. But that's, where I'm going with this, right? I think it's funny. I just think it's funny when I look back and go, wow, I did spend a lot of time doing this to get all that monkey money. Oh my goodness. How many of you are still buying monkey money, and are you using code Dabloon? Because I do see a good chunk. For a while, I mean, you guys could just be using somebody else's code too, but for a while, like, it was crazy. Like, I was getting like notifications like 20-30 times a day of people buying. Like, no joke, people are buying a lot of monkey money and instas and things like that. Not so much instas, I don't want to say that, because I did see a couple of them, but most of the time people are buying like a monkey knowledge point, or they're buying, which I imagine like you're almost that last one. You're like, dude, I can't wait another 15 years to get that next one, so I'm gonna buy it. But most of it's like pile of monkey money. I see that one all the time. But my point is like, are you guys still buying a lot? Are you guys still doing that? Because I have not had to yet, which I'm grateful for, because I always feel like I'm going to, because I lose so much, but I'd prefer not to, because I don't like spending money. I'm very cheap in real life and in this game. I like to save money on this game as well when I'm doing it and get as many farms as I can. Well, let me see here. Let's see if we have any more that popped up. Yeah, we've had Just today, someone got, oh, Rogue Legends, awesome. Volta Monkey Money, Monkey Money, BTD6 Legends, Rogue Legends, Paragon Unlock, Sherpa Premium. What's a Sherpa? Oh, She-Ra, you dummy. I can't even read She-Ra. Like, what's a Sherpa? I didn't know there was a Sherpa in this game. I'm playing the wrong game. All right, I should have probably, oh, it's Apopalypse. It's Apopalypse. It's Apopalypse. Nope. Dude, oh, what an idiot. Okay, don't do that. I was like, why isn't the round ending? We need some help here. But that's why. Okay, so I should have farmed, and I always farm on this, so I'm pretty upset that I didn't. So we're going to go sharpshooter here and sharpshooter here, and I wasted time. What a dum-dum. That'll be fine on this time, though. Okay, so now we need our tree on this side. We'll put it in the back more so we can get some damage on these things. Over here reading things off, seeing what people are buying. I'm actually curious, though. I didn't think anyone would buy She-Ra. I wouldn't buy She-Ra. I think it's mean that they're charging you for She-Ra because it adds to the game. Like, if it was just a skin, sure, but she has a superpower. That's cheating. That's cheating, Ninja Kiwi. So, I don't like it, but someone bought it, so that's cool. And they used my code, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. And then we got extra monkey money, full tower unlock. What's that? Oh, for like the, what do you call the guy? Paragon unlock. What else we got? Let's get some more stuff here, though. Let's not lose. All right, so he should cover all of the camo lead. No problems, right? Good, he did. Because Oben does give him camo reveal. Like, that's just the thing. It should be. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. There we go. We did waste like 10 seconds with the revamp and the going back and forth, so I'm bummed about that. Here's reverse, my least favorite game mode in the world. Put this here, but this actually is a better spot for Obes. All right, so we'll go here, put it right there. We'll go right here, and we'll go this one first. All right, not bad, not bad. Let's see what else we got. Extra monkey money, pile of monkey money, Desperado unlock, heroes and skins 2024, mountain of monkey money, knowledge points. That's pretty wild, guys. That is pretty wild. I like it. I like it. I like that you guys are giving to Ninja Kiwi because that's what keeps them alive. Like, if you think about it, like, let's say that they don't offer any in-game stuff like that. Well, first off, I think they would lose a lot of people because, like, a lot of people are like, dude, I don't have the time for this, so I'm going to buy this. That's my thought process on this kind of stuff. Like, if you're a diehard Bloons fan, you want to play the game, you want to get there. Like, I play this dumb game on my phone. So stupid. It's called Adventure Capitalist. You've probably seen it. It's like an idle game. And all you do is you tap things until you get the managers to tap them for you on the game. And then you, like, buy more stuff. And then you can get, like, time warps where basically what happens is you buy these little silly things and they have silly funny names for them, and then that gives you like $1 every time it flashes through. Well, that could take 5 seconds to take 10 seconds depending on what you're buying. There's like 12 per each little world that you're on, right? And so you buy it, and then you're like, okay, this, and then if I upgrade, it'll give me $5. Okay, if I upgrade, it'll give me $15. And you sit there and then until you can unlock the next one. You tap and you tap and you tap. And then if you get enough, you get these things called like angels, which are like prestige points. And when you restart, now you have these angels giving you more percentage to buy things with on the next time. So like now, instead of upgrading, getting only $5, you get $35. And then it does that forever and ever and ever and ever. And I do it, and then I reinvest, or I rescap the whole game so I get more angels. And then I do this over and over and over and over. And like sometimes I watch the little ad videos because they'll give you like an hour time warp to where as if you were playing it and clicking for an hour, you don't have to. And I'm like, oh my absolute goodness. Like, why is this so addicting? It's so good. But like, I've never spent a dime on it. But if I was to, I could see why, because you could do like a 7-day time warp. But the reason I don't is because like, then what if you did like a 10-day time warp? Or what if you just kept buying them and you had a 50-day time warp? And then what's the point of the game? Then the whole point of the game for me is to get as far as I can. And so I just run all this in my head. This is crazy. This is my crazy mind. And so when you're playing Bloons TD6, you're like, okay, I have more money than time. And that is a possibility with some people. Like some people are like, okay, I don't have the time to make like 5,000 monkey money to unlock the Desperado because I need to go to work. So I'm going to just buy it. And that's how I felt when I was playing it on here. Like I did not have the time to sit there and unlock another Desperado, which I did on my main. No, I bought on the main account too. I just bought both because I was like, dude, this could take a long time and I need to make my video. And this thing just came out. Different circumstances though. But I could see why people do that. And they're like, you know, I'm not going to do this, especially with like monkey knowledge points. Like let's say you really want to beat a map, but you can't because you followed a strategy and they said, well, you need this monkey knowledge, or you really want to play the boss events, right? You've been playing a while. And then you can't do it though because you need the certain level of monkey knowledge. Why sit there and like just waste time trying to up your experience points when you can just buy it? I get it. And what my point of this was, before I just went into Yapatron 2000 again, was that Ninja Kiwi, if they didn't have this stuff, first off, it would make people bored because they, like I just explained, they don't have time. They just leave. They're like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and work my butt off for like one monkey knowledge point so I can just wait for another monkey knowledge point. I'm just going to buy it. Sure. Okay. If they didn't do that, people would leave. But if they also didn't do it and you bought the game once, or let's say you bought the game on sale for $1, like, cause I think on my Steam I paid full price, but on mobile, I didn't. No, I've had them both like since day one. Like there's no chance. I probably paid the same for both of them. But anyways, okay. So you go on there and you buy it the one time for $6. So let's say they have like 10 million downloads. That's still like $60 million, but that's a lot of money. Yes. But then that money will never go anywhere else. If they don't run ads, if they don't offer in-game purchases, they would have to completely take that money and just live off of that for all their updates and everything. And I think that's why games die sometimes too, right? Because if you just do like a one game, like let's say God of War, you buy it, right? Once they're done with it, they get all their sales and then they're done with it. Like that's the end of it, right? Oh, I'm just thinking of all this crazy stuff in my head. But then I'm also thinking too, like, let's say they did sell 1 million copies at $6. They got to pay. Oh no, then they have to pay like the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. It's not just a straight even exchange. They're going to have to pay Steam. I think Steam, from what I've heard from people, it takes like a ridiculous amount too of like developers' money. But let's say it was straight even and they made $6 million. They could put that into like some fund, right? And like invest it for like, let's say a 10% return if they were lucky in the stock market or something. Let's say a generous like 4% return. They would make, what is that, $24,000 a month? Would that pay for all their workers? Probably not. So they have to offer in-game things if they want to survive, or they'd have to keep making new games. That'd be cool too though, huh? Ooh, what if it's a double-edged sword? What if them spending all this time making like in-game purchases and people doing that, what if it keeps them like happy and keeps them satisfied so they don't need to update anything? They're like, why? We have a cash cow here. Like we sell virtual in-game dollars for X amount of money. This is killer. This is killer. And the YouTubers are promoting it because we're giving them a cut of the action when the people use their code. Everybody's happy. There's no reason to make Bloons TD7. Is that what's going on, Ninja Kiwi? Did I figure you out? Okay. Oh my gosh, my head's going everywhere with this, guys. I'm in just crazy town today. I think so. I've been using this AeroPress coffee maker because my coffee maker broke and I'm too cheap to buy a new one right now, because I was like, I have like several ways of making coffee. Let's figure it out. And I have this AeroPress that I got for camping, and I started using that for, let's see, how 14,000. I started using that for my coffee needs, and it's really, really, really good. But then I was like, you know, it's like a recipe and I'm like making concoctions. So I was all excited about it. So then I started making like different ones. And so I started doubling up on it. And so I double up on it. This coffee comes out as black as night. And then I put some water in it to dilute it to make it coffee, because it comes out like an espresso shot. And then next thing you know, I'm bouncing off the walls 4 hours later when normally I'd be crashing wanting to fall asleep. So that's where all these crazy thoughts are. It's Thursday for me, and my wife always leaves with the baby for the day so I can do some filming, get these videos knocked out. And I think she's glad she did, because I was all over the place. I probably went through like 4,000 different concepts before she left. I feel bad for the poor woman. But I'm doing it to you guys. What have we even gone through here today? But we have everything taken care of with this. I'm happy. The only thing I would want different is a boat to pull down the BFBs. That would speed things up. But since we can't do that, I guess just, oh no, this takes out BFBs. I don't actually know what side the BFB will be on, but I don't really care, I guess. Yeah, we're fine. Either way. Oh my goodness. I wonder, now that I'm thinking about it, they're probably pulling in some bucks with those. But I mean, it's not like it's like one guy. But think about it though. That one guy created Bloons TD6. I think it was his brother or friend, or they made him together. Steven is the main guy, I believe. And then there was somebody else. I want to say there was somebody else. And then he sold it for like, what was it, like 10 or $100 million. Never has to work another day in his life. And he got to make all that money by doing something awesome, creating balloons that all of us play. Like, isn't that, the world's so cool. I love the world. and all of the crazy things involved. But yeah, it's not like Ninja Kiwi is just like one person there just raking in the dough, but they have to pay everybody's salaries, health insurance, all that kind of stuff. Well, I don't know of the health insurance laws in New Zealand and Scotland, but I know out here they'd have to. I imagine they would. I feel like most, no, don't their healthcare, they don't have to get reamed on healthcare like we do. Yeah, they probably don't have to worry about all that. Like, okay, get this. So we have this thing. This is different. It's not so much political, but I just like to like tell people about it. It's boots on the ground kind of thing. So we have this thing called like the Affordable Care Act, right? Which is supposed to allow everybody to have insurance. So, and when back in the day when I was younger and wasn't really making much money, it was cool because it subsidizes it. So let's say it's $300 for a 20-year-old to have health insurance. Well, it's going to be only like $30 if you only make a certain amount of money because they subsidize it and it's affordable care and it's really cool. But then one day you start making more money and then that subsidy comes a lot less and a lot less to the point where it's nothing. Well, so now you have to pay full price, right? Because unless you have an employer, like I've been self-employed doing real estate for a long time, so I've never had an employer pay my healthcare. And well, I did when I worked with the school district and met my wife, all that kind of stuff, and it was cool. But once I started like gaining a career doing that kind of thing, I've been on my own with that. So for a long time, I never used insurance at all because it was to the point where it was like $5,000 a year. I never used it. I never used it when I had it paid for me through my employer. And so I never cared. I was like, I'm not going to do this. This is silly. Like, I'm not going to pay this much money. It's $5,000 a year. Like, that's not chump change when you're, trying to make yourself in the world kind of thing. So then the great state of California is like, hey, we're going to fine you for not having health insurance. We're going to fine you more than it would cost to have health insurance to not have health insurance. And I said, that is some genius thinking. I'm glad this state is so great. Like, there's a reason why we're the #1 state with geniuses like that running the government. And so I'm like, okay, I guess you're gonna strong arm me because it's like if I don't pay for insurance for myself, they're gonna take it from me and give it to somebody else pretty much. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. And we're thinking about having kids. I'm married, so I want to be healthy anyway. So I started getting insurance. Here's the beauty of it though. It started off at like $300 a month, which is absurd. And then it went to like $400 a month. And now it's like $450 a month. My wife's over $500 a month and my baby's like $400 a month. So we're paying $1,200 a month out of pocket for health insurance in this great country, in this great state. Like, it is wild. And then people are like, yeah, but we have the Affordable Care Act. Yeah, but the threshold to get any subsidy is so low that if you have any type of career or entry-level job, things like that, you're above it. You can't get it. You can't do it. So it's not affordable. It's an absolute joke if you work on your own and you have to pay for it. And then on top of that, like we have Kaiser because it's like just the one-stop shop. It's easy kind of thing like that. There's no benefits to paying out of pocket. There's no better tiers. The better tiers just mean you get to, it's kind of like you have to think about it for yourself. Like there's a platinum and a gold and a silver and a bronze. But it's kind of like you have to anticipate like if you'll need healthcare. Like for instance, my wife wants to have another baby, so she needs to be on gold, and it's like $350 a day for having a baby, which might be under $1,000 to have a baby. Well, if you're on silver, you're talking about spending $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for a baby. So you're like, okay, well, if we're gonna anticipate a baby, then she needs to be on gold. And so you have to do all this, like analyzing your life and hoping like you're covered for emergencies, like $5,000 if you got in a car accident. I mean, and they save your life and you have these things that you need to do. Like obviously like I can't put a price on that kind of thing. Well, you can if you go broke, but it's just kind of crazy. So then I was like, okay, so I'm searching around because everything else, right? Like car insurance, you can shop around, get discounts for having multiple policies, your phone bill, you can add more lines to get it cheaper. There's all these things you can do for most things in life. Health insurance and Disneyland are like the two things in this world that allow zero discount. You cannot find a discount no matter what you do. I went through health insurance brokers and she's like, you could try for business because you have a business, but it's not going to save you much and you're going to have to do more work to get it. I'm like, that's wonderful. Actually, that's wonderful. I love this. And so like, I wouldn't go back to not having insurance, even if they didn't charge me. So, and then a lot of people too, like everybody too, I'm sure it'll be in the comments if you guys are following along and didn't just ditch me at this point. You'll be like, well, that they stopped that. Well, they stopped it federally. The state can still ream you, and they do. So the state still takes my money if I don't have insurance. But I wouldn't go back to that anyway now that I have a kid. Like, that's just stupid, you know? I can't not have health insurance. It's just such a scam. So any of you guys in like foreign countries, I'm sure it's so much better, and I envy you for that, because it's just it's so ridiculous. And then like when you go look at the bill for things, it's just like, how do you charge that? How do you charge $3,000 to use a machine that's probably been paid off for the last 30 years because it's older than dirt? Like, how do you charge that much for that and then put it on to like, and it's this huge thing because it's like, they know it's going to be billed to insurance and not many people pay out of pocket. So they're like, well, who cares? It's insurance companies, and they, you know, they're scams. We're scams. Everybody's a scam. So we can charge them, you know, $1 billion for that because the insurance will cover it. And then it's like, oh my gosh. But then the insurance just keeps rising and rising and rising every single year. It's so awful. And they'll blame it on this, they'll blame it on that. Like our fire insurance out here in California, you could be nowhere near a wildfire area, nowhere near hills, nowhere near anything, and they'll still put you on this California Fair plan where you have to spend a minimum of like $3,000 a year on this government plan and then buy a wraparound from one of the main companies when most of them have left. Dude, our state is so cooked, as the kids say, but like everyone's just like, yeah, it's cool, California. But it's like, geez Louise, man, they'll do anything just to take our money from us. It's so wild. But let's go on a better topic. I'm getting heated about this stuff. I just hate it out here, but you can't leave because the cost of living is higher, yes, but you have more opportunities. Like I do the house flipping stuff, right? Well, I guarantee you, I'm sure people flip everywhere. Obviously, there's those TV shows, all that kind of stuff. But I've built my thing here. I've established here. So to move to another place, like a lower cost of living place, well, not only am I going to probably have a lower spread because the homes aren't going to be as much. I mean, let's say that's true. Let's say it evens out. Let's say instead of buying a $300,000 home and selling it for 500 here, I buy a $100,000 home and sell it for like 200 there. Like the spreads might be the same in that regard, but then at the same time, like I guarantee it's not gonna be as fast. Like down here in like SoCal, it's like everything's so quick and there's so many people piled together that there's always a buyer for a house. I don't know if that would be in other places too, but I'm also talking from non-experience because I am just blind to living here because I've lived here my whole life. But it's just wild out there, guys. It is absolutely wild. And I envy you younger people who don't have to have a job, or you're able just to work like a basic job because your parents are still helping and stuff like that. Like, just stay like that forever. Never leave. Never leave, guys. Just stay in your own place. As soon as I moved out, life got 10 times harder. I'll tell you that much. Just stay home. Never leave. Tell your parents you love them, and just help them out with rent or mortgage, you know? Give them a couple $100 here and there. Buy them dinner. Keep them there as long as you can and save it all. And as soon as you turn 18, open up like a brokerage account. Well, obviously a retirement account. Like I would max out everything your job has to offer as far as 401ks. If they do the matches, max that. But if you're not working somewhere where that's an option or whatever, put like $200. Do the math on $200 into like a Fidelity brokerage account invested, and you can have over like $1 million by the time you retire. Like just do it. It's not financial advice. It's what I should have done when I was younger. But oh my goodness. All right. I'm all over the place today, but I enjoy yapping with you guys. You guys are fun. And this is what the channel used to be. Like I never just gave you a strategy. I gave you 20 minutes of me yapping about life. And I love that part of it. I think it's fun. And it's fun to talk about things. If you guys want to talk about it too, let me know. I want to see your guys' opinion on our great state of California and how everything's kind of tough here. All right, what else can I buy? Let's buy a plane. Let's buy a plane. There we go, like that. And we need $25,000. All right, so we'll sell a couple things here. We only need to sell you for 5,000. Okay, so at 20,000 we'll sell. That's not terrible. And this one will give us more money. Well, what are we even on? Are we just on a regular hard mode? I've been yapping this whole time. I could have gone over like 2 hours. I could have lost. I could have gone to the wrong game mode and not even known it right now because I'm just in Yapatron 2000 mode, which I think is pretty funny. I did try to use a plane for chimps too, but I don't like this. Like it circles right into it. Like it wasn't bad, but he kept chasing on some areas, so I wasn't the biggest fan. I could move it over, but It's just like the plane isn't as fast as the sniper, because the sniper at $2,900 is good. Like he's already going to keep you from camos and everything like that. The plane, you got to get up to the $3,000 option for the, it is 3,000, right? You got to get to 2,700 versus this one. You only have to go here and it already pops camo. So I think, yeah, maybe actually it's like roughly the same, but I think personally, like this plane sucks. Like right here, oh, sorry, wrong one. But like if you only have these two and you're waiting for a never miss, it's nowhere near as good as just like a 0.22 sniper. Like this is still solid. It can solve some problems when things are going too far the other way. I think that's my take on it anyway. So let's see here. 2,900, we're on 75. We're going really fast though. Like I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, right there. Like, can you, one last closing statement. Can you, like, logically anybody explain to me how it is right that they can steal money from you and fine you? The government can fine you for not buying into their giant insurance scam. Like that's so crazy. Like tell me they're not deep pocketed with this kind of stuff. And there's only like 3 or 4 main healthcare companies for that reason. Like tell me it's not a giant scam that they can literally just be like, hey, you have to buy this or you're going to pay us money. Like you better do, like that's straight up. Isn't that the word extortion? Like they're just literally just like, you better do this or this. Like that's so insane to me that it's even like that. We're in such a weird world. I swear to you guys, it's such a weird world to live in, and I just can't believe it. But all of you guys in like different countries, I think you just get it for free, right? Like you probably pay more in like federal taxes, I would imagine, but it's covered with all your basic needs are covered, right? I think that's how that works out there. Because I want to say, like, I always liked Norway because supposedly my family's from Norway and stuff, but I don't have any proof of that. But supposedly they are. And so I always liked the idea of it, but then I saw like they're like 50% or something. You guys are with your what do you call it, your federal income and stuff like that. But I mean, it's darn near pretty much that with with where we live anyway. And then if it wasn't, California comes in and says, hey, let me take the rest of it. Like I don't think you gave the government enough, so you need to give us the rest. And then they're just like, okay. But dude, it's like, and I complain, and it's like, so you're like, okay, just move then. Well, I should have known this earlier on and left. But like I said, I'm too established here. I have to do it. I just have to complain about it too. But one day when I retire, I'll be out of here as quick. I'll be out of here quick. Just, I have to, guys. I want to be here now too, because my whole family's here. My grandmother's here and she's 90. Like, oh dude, she's gonna be mad if I don't know her age, but she's like 93. So I want to be here for my grandma, be here for my mom. She's a great grandma to my baby, and then her grandpa's here, and so can't leave. But one day I will, and I'm gonna retire in somewhere where it's like half the cost to live. Like, dude, okay, so guess how much? We have a 1,800 square foot house. Like, to some that might sound big, but out here it's actually that's not really small. I can't say that's stupid. But like a lot of people have 2,500, 3,000 square foot homes out here in California. Like it's just big homes, right? So me being 1,800 square feet, it cost us $500 to run our AC at 78 degrees Fahrenheit during the summer. $500. And then you look at how they tier it, and it goes tier 1's this much per, tier 2's this much per, and tier 1 is like barely turning on the light before you go to bed, and then you're in tier 2. And then tier 2 is like, oh, we're gonna upcharge you this much. And then so everybody did solar for a while because you got like money back. Even you would make money on solar if you had it, right? But you had to pay 30 grand for these things, only last a certain amount of years, blah blah blah. And then they did this thing where they're like, well, you know what, you guys were doing too well with solar and you were benefiting from it, so we have to screw you over. And then they took back the point where you're getting a lot back from it. They took that away. And then, oh dude, this sucks. I'm not just talking, I'm trying to get this done right, but I just could not make that work. And then they're like, let's take that benefit away. So now if anybody gets new solar, you're just going to get it and pay pretty much what you were paying the electric company. It's just different. And you're like, oh wow, thanks guys. Let's take more incentives away. And then so that went down the drain. So now we're at $500 a month during the summer months. And it's just like, 500 just to not be melting in my home. Like, what is going on here? And then I'm sure it's not like that everywhere. Like, it's just so my dad always calls us Fantasyland because everything's just so different here. It's so weird here. And I would have to agree, like everything is weird. Like he lives in Nevada, so we'll go to visit him, and it's just like a different world. It's slower paced. Everyone's not up your butt on the freeway. They're not cutting you off and then flipping you off for cutting you off. It's like a whole different world. I'm like, whoa, that's actually cool. Like, people aren't rude where you are. That's crazy. And it's just so funny. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we got to get to this. But yeah, they take my money if I don't have health insurance. That's so crazy to me. Like, that's like the seatbelt law. I never understood that. Like, how can I get a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt if I don't want to wear a seatbelt and risk my life? That's my problem, isn't it? Like, I just don't see that, right? Like the helmet law on motorcycles. Like I guess if it's for like lawsuits because they don't want people to like do something dumb and then sue the like the company for it or something. But it's like, if I don't want to wear a helmet, like, that's my stupidity, right? Like, shouldn't be a ticket. Like, how can you tell me how to health my own life? That's kind of weird. But oh my goodness. All right, guys, just be quiet. I'm talking way too much. All right, so now we cannot pop the Moab with this current setup at all. So we have to do this. We have to do this. Why did I do that? I didn't want the camo one. I wanted this one. So we're going to do this for now and then do this. And then we're going to... So we are going to sacrifice this side for a minute. It's not a big deal, though. Oh my God, it is a big deal. Brambles. Okay, cool. There we go. You see that, though? Oben's supposed to only throw brambles on sides that he popped balloons. But we clearly saw that he only popped balloons on 39 and not 40. Or on 39 on this side and not this side. But then he knew to throw it over there that time. So, like, what the... He just randomly put stuff down. Like, there's no way to not argue that. Like, he's just a kind of a dummy. He's kind of dumb. All right, so now we can double these guys up. We'll get another one here. So this one is for sure a Spirit of the Forest. All right, there we go. Heck yeah, heck yeah. There we go, guys. There we go. And then everybody like fights each other. Like, I have friends on both sides of the political spectrum, and everybody fights and thinks their side's better. And I'm like, both sides are bad. Both sides are bad. They're both doing bad things, and everybody just wants to pick their favorite team. When did it become like a football team? Like, it's the same energy as someone who like loves the Raiders versus loving the Cowboys or something. It's like the same energy, and it's like, no, mine's better because of this. But it's just like, what happened to us, guys? What happened to the world? Everybody just needs to be kind to each other to some extent. Like, if the person doesn't, I'm not like a total hippie. Like, if this person's a total like, jerk or something, like, be kind to him. But like, if everyone should just like I still hold the door open for people at stores, and some people's look on their face is like, I just like did the nicest thing in the world. I'm like, this is like basic human kindness. Like, you just hold the door. I'm already there. I'm gonna hold the door for you. Like, not that big of a deal. And people get like weird about that. I think it's so crazy to me. But here we go. We're gonna put this here, and then we're gonna go. I think this is the best way to do this, since it will break down side by side. Technically, each guy only has to do one at a time. So I think that's a good way of doing this. And then I think we should put the tree here so we can get as much money as possible, because it does grow our bank. So we'll just put it there. And then we need 37,800. That's 40. That's 5,000, 9,000, $18,000. So we only need $20,000 before we get the Spirit of the Forest. Okay, so 20 grand. That's all we got to do. And like I said, we're gonna drop this little Fled Flintstone house here, so we'll guarantee money. So every time it pops, we'll get something. That's pretty good. I like it. All right. And we'll go here. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Uh-oh, 60, not going to work. Okay, so that did not work out, guys. We got to go this side, and we got to move that tree over. Dang it. What are we on, regular hard mode? And we're not going to have enough, am I? Okay, we got to do this one quick right here. I'm hoping this will work. Otherwise, I'm going to have to. There we go. Cool. Oh, my goodness. And I have enough too. Like, what a dummy. Okay, sell, 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 buy. There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm going slow on this one because I'm just yapping. But these are like small, minute mistakes, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. What are we on? Magic monkeys only. Okay, duh. We only have magic monkeys. That makes a lot of sense. Oh my goodness. And then we got this one here and this one here. Boom, we got that money. All right, so now I think the best would be, oh dude, we should have had this here from the beginning. Look at that range. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. We'll use this as our Moab popper because this guy has all the balloons, obviously. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Boom. And then since we make all this money now, we're going to go this side. I'm wondering if we should put the tree on the other side though, because this one's pretty quick. I don't know. I was thinking if we put the tree here, I guess, oh, actually right here, it'll speed this side up, but no, it's better to have this one. And then, so Open's made 4,200 bucks. See, Open's a money-making hero. Like I never would have thought that, to be completely honest with you. I've never put Open in the category of moneymaker. Like if you told me who are the money-making heroes, I would just say Ben and Geraldo. I wouldn't even think about Open, but he does. He makes good money. Meanwhile, buffing my super to make him even stronger. Meanwhile, making Spirit of the Forest even stronger. Meanwhile, just making Spirit of the Forest see camo early on. Meanwhile, making money. Like he's just good, guys. He's just great. My goodness. All right, so now this one we're gonna go Robo Monkey because I think it's coolest. Well, I think Robo Monkey is my favorite third tier for sure. Like Dark Knight's cool, and Sun Avatar. I'm not the biggest fan of Sun Avatar. I think that he needs like a revamp on his look. To me, he kind of looks like. So in 1990 or 1980 or whatever, there was a game on the Sega Genesis called The Avengers with Captain America. You got to check it out. It's really cool. And the 4 characters you could play with are Iron Man, Hawkeye, Captain America, and Vision. And Vision in that one was like this yellowy white color. He wasn't. It just looked yellowy white, like a Mothman or something. That's what his look was. I think that's like old school comic book looks. And it just looks like this. Like, it just looks like that. And so it wasn't the coolest look, you know? Like, and Hawkeye had a weird look too with that purple hat on. It just wasn't as cool as it could have been. That's how it was back then, you know? And so, long story short, Robo Monkey is my favorite because he's cool. And he just looks cool. He just looks like a... Well, now that the show, what's that show called I really like? Invincible's out. He looks like the bad guys that the creature dude, he's not a creature, but he creates creatures in that college campus, you know? He kind of looks like those guys, which is kind of bad. So I'm like, I don't know about that either now. So all over the place, you know? So now I think I'm going to go with, just put one on this side to make it speed it up a little bit. We're making like money up the wazoo. Look at this thing. So strong on that one. So Oben's made us 5,500 and more money actually. Oben's made us 5,900 and this guy's made us 42,000. Just got $2,000 for that. That's wicked. That is absolutely wicked. We can even put more out, huh? We can even do more. That's crazy to me. All right, so here and here. Like 80 stands no chance here at all. But then we have double HP. So I need to stop yapping for a minute so we can fix double HP up. Let's do, so we need to go like normal thing. So we're going to go Oben, 2 darts, a farm. No, that's not going to work. Oben, 2 darts, a druid, a sniper, and then farm. No, because we got to get the Moab assassin. We got to do that for sure here. That's wicked. We'll figure it out. All right. So again, Oben, play. I need to hit play before I hit that, but next time. All right. Now here. And then crossbow is cool, but I do think it's smarter to go with the quicker ones that less chance of losing a balloon early on, I feel like. 205. And it's 485 per one. Okay, let's fast forward to my setup. So normally what I do is I play up to 40 like normally, and then I buy my Moab assassin, and then I buy the farm. But I was able to get all the way up to the bottom path farm. So I think what I'll do here is just rock this, sell this for a sniper, and then we'll be off to the races. And we only sacrificed like a couple nanoseconds by popping the balloons this late in the round. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. I think this is perfect. I'm going to keep jamming on my ability. I'm going to drop my thing here. There we go. That one's gone. So we'll drop our sniper and get off going. There we go. And the reason I didn't just jump straight to another farm is because I think we should still go faster. So this is the way to do that. Now I can buy another farm, and I'll have 2 farms in double HP before like 49, I think, or even closer. I mean, maybe I should even greed since I think this guy will handle for a while. And I have been using my ability too. I got to mention that because I figured having it down doesn't hurt. Like, and it's quick and it's easy, and it does pop some extra balloons. So it might make us go a little bit faster. So let's do that too. But before 47, I do want to greed. I'm a greeder. But I think those leads are going to cause us some problems. So we'll get 1 farm. This isn't like a beautiful recipe or anything. We'll get 1 farm here. And then we'll start going like this. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That's actually not bad. Not bad at all. So now that'll take down 47. Oh, we have trees now too. Let's tree them, guys. Let's tree them. There we go. Beautiful. It's actually working out beautifully. So now I'd like to just get one marketplace, maybe two, maybe one, maybe two marketplaces. Not marketplaces, central marketplaces. I think that's the trick here. So is this going to be enough for Moabs though? I think so. But just in case, these sell for, I need 16,000, it sells for 10. So we'll sell 2. After we get our 50, we'll go like this, grab our money. So boom, boom, buy our central. Yeah, that's too long. That's too long. All right, so what we'll do then is we'll go, I think a bomb's cheaper for now, but another sniper would be cool too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Maybe another one even. Because it's double HP, huh? I keep forgetting that part. Okay, so I think this is still good. We're going to get some money here. Do I want another farm or just is the one fine? The one's probably fine, huh? Because we just need 16,000 for elite. No, look how long that takes for each Moab though. Ugh. That takes way too long. Okay, I'm going to grab elite and then I'll grab another farm. I don't want to get too greedy. This thing is making good chunks here, so I like that. We just need 16,090. It's not even that bad. So I was able to yap and trap the whole beginning because it's like the easy stuff, you know? So you guys can skip ahead if you just don't want to hear none of that, obviously. Or you're just like, dude, I came here for the balloons, not for the yap trapping. But just life generally. I feel like everyone's been affected lately and just a little bit more on edge than they should be, right? I just feel like everyone can feel that way. Like they've been a little bit more stressed than normal. They're trying to figure out why. And just, I feel like the world's just off its axis, you know? The world got up on the wrong side of the bed, I feel like. But that's just me. Now, I think I do want to greed a little bit more. I think we do need no, we don't need a second farm. I thought it'd be a little quicker, but like we don't need a second marketplace because now I'm going to have to save up $11,000 just to sell that for a good one. And then what though? Like, is that even worth it? Because look how long it's taking for one BFB and we're going to have a lot of them coming up here. Let's see. I mean, I don't know though. It looks fine actually. We can grab 11 pretty quick. Yeah, dude, we're already there. All right, so now let's do this then. Let's do this. We'll grab this guy to stronger stimulant. That'll help out like a good chunk too. I just hope I'm not getting too greedy and wasting time. And I feel like I am because these aren't going to be, am I going to forget to sell them? Probably. Are they going to even be that great? Probably not because of that. We'll go 1620 though. Now with that, yes, that's exactly what we wanted. And then we can go here. We'll get our new farm. All right. Now with this, oof, look how gross that is. So we need 25,000 and these sell for 4,000, 4,000, 5,000. So 5,000. Yeah, around 5,000 bucks, 6,000 bucks. So we can sell this at 19. Yeah, 19 we can buy all these. So that's not bad. That's a long time actually if you think about it. I don't know if that's worth it. We'll get there quicker. It's like, oh, it's all in my head, you know? Okay, so 19. Get there quicker, please. Please, because these are taking way too long. I can sell the druid too. I don't even think I need him anymore. That puts it down to 17,000. So let's do that. So we'll go here, 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 and then here. There we go. That'll help out a lot. And then now we just need 82,000 and these sell for 20. So I would need 42,000. Oh, why did I do that? I need $42,000. That's kind of a hefty chunk. Maybe. So I can actually just sell both of these and have enough for, oh, I hit the space bar. Oh my God, I hit the space bar. I could sell those and now I have 3 specters. I think that's way more efficient. Like Flying Fortress is cool, but it's not necessarily needed. And now we're done. And I can even buff them up to make them stronger. Go like this. Yeah, this is the way. I should have done this earlier, but I mean, we wouldn't have been able to get there without that. But the thing I always forget in my head is like naturally 75 is going to be a longer round than round 6, right? Yeah, we all know that, but it's not necessarily anything we can do about it. It's that last balloon that pops out. So I always think like, oh, if I go faster at the end, we'll make up for the better time. That's not necessarily true because it's all about that last balloon that you pop that gets you quicker to the next round. So 75 is 75. Yes, it's slow, but you just need to pop that last balloon quickly. Now, in general, yeah, if you have this crazy popping power, everything will just go by quicker, sure. But you need like a variation. I've been fighting with this concept since the beginning of this whole series because I'm just not sure what's the best route for doing it. I've had someone tell me it's better just to like sell farms to buy better farms, sell farms to buy better farms, and I've done that a lot. I think that's a good plan. Or I sell my towers to buy other towers. Like I'll buy 2 4th path snipers and then sell one to get my elite because in that time I was able to pop more. I think that's cool, but I've just noticed when you go for farms, you're just always sacrificing, especially on double HP. So a little nervous, but half cash is coming up here, team, and half cash is the one that I have like in a whole write-up sheet on, and I'll read it out as I'm going along, but that's just the one it's gonna get scary, so we gotta figure it out the best way we can. Here we'll just go like this. Oh my god, what an idiot. Just do that. Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. $660. That's a lot of money. That's crazy. All right, here we go. Half cash. All right, so 2 darts to Oben. So we're gonna go here and hit play, and then here. This one on strong. So 2 darts all the way to Oben. That just seems, see how slow this goes? Like I've told you guys every time, I go on super fast forward mode when I'm playing it for my own sake to try to get strategies down, because if you don't, it's going to take a long time to learn anything. So I have it on ×4 from this, which is just insanely, it's like it happens in a second. So watching all these balloons go by, and with the fact that we're just letting them just soak up all of our time, is very detrimental to see. But I just don't really see any other options. Like, yes, we could have put another dart here, but he's still gonna miss. So as far, it's like, is it better just to sacrifice the time? I think it is. Like, we could sell this one too, but I just don't know, man. I think this is the way to do it. Oh, I still don't have it. Oh my goodness, dude, give it to me here. Okay, there we go. So now my thing is upgrade dart to 302. Oh, no. Constantly use ability and get druid to 030 and then 130. Okay. And so constantly use ability. You don't have to sit there and tap it like crazy like I'm doing currently, but you do need to use it every time it's available. And that just is going to make sure we don't lose. Like, so half cash, if you're used to it, you know that it's random. You could play the same thing like 5 times, but it's random as how many you miss or pop, especially with like Oben, because he spins his little wolf around. So to check off that variance and to make sure you don't end up with like 2 lives left and then lose to something silly, just constantly use your ability and it'll offset it enough to kick some butts. That's what I've noticed here. So we're going to use our ability and go to 030 and then a 130. So not too difficult, but it's just a lot of abilities and a lot of this. And see how it's a good spot here, good spot there. It's helping out a lot, especially like on 15 and stuff. And this is just pretty much the nature of half cash, because I don't want to do it this way, but it is what it is. I really tried, guys. I tried to come up with a strategy that didn't use abilities, and I was able to do it, sure, but it's too random. And to risk everything you're going for, I'm at 1 hour and 26 minutes right now, right? To risk that for like let's do a cleaner strategy. No, I just need to go fast. So technically I should be putting Oben at the bottom. Should I have done that? Should I have put Oben at the bottom? I just kind of went for a guaranteed win. I'm not going to test that now, obviously, but I wonder if that would have been a better play. Ugh, now that I think about it, I'm just kind of being dumb. But no. It's probably for the better, because it's better to have the druid pop everything and then have Oben clean up in the back, rather than to have Oben spread everything out and make it more of a mess to handle for the druid earlier on, right? I think that's a better play. See how we're getting lower and lower, but the brambles are helping. So now 23 might be tough. No, we're good. Okay, cool. Use my ability there. Eat the 1 camo. That's not a big deal. And now we got it. There we go. Now we're a little bit safer, but not yet. We're still going to keep using our ability. Now, me, because I'm talking, I just keep hitting the ability like 1,000 times and my finger already hurts. So you don't need to do that. Just wait for it to go. But in case you miss it, because the reason I'm saying just like hit it right away is because there's variance with that too. So yes, we're going to have random places that Oben puts this bramble from you to me. He's just going to put them in different spots because he's Oben, right? But then the other thing too is that like if I put it mid round and it takes a good heap of the balloons that causes problems versus you putting it at the beginning of the round, it will change the outcome, which is silly. Now, are any of these going to make us lose? No, we still have spikes on this side and I still have 25 mana and all this stuff. So I'm not really too concerned about it. We need one 302. What am I doing here? Am I in the right spot? Yes. Okay. Don't be stupid. I'm being stupid. Oh, I didn't even look. Okay. And then get bomb below druid to 030, but keep using the ability. Okay. Oh my god, that's how I fail, is just doing stupid things like that. But this thing's actually really good on this map, so I figured, hey, let's incorporate it for it. Let's do it, because this is a good map for it. All right, so here, and I'm gonna put it more like on this side because it's the sole purpose is to pop the Moab, and if it doesn't, you're totally screwed. So it needs to do that. We'll do a 430. Now our round 40 is like such a hit or miss for me. It's so sketch, but we'll see if it works. Because what happens is you end up just having enough to buy Juggernaut like during 40, and so it's kind of sketch because you have to hope that you can pop the Moab just in time for the Juggernaut to hit it, to stall it a little bit for the Druid to take down the ceramic, and it's such a like a whoops, hope that works, and it's scary. All right, so we'll go here now. We're gonna get even more range. Okay, there we go. I haven't tested to see like, is it better if, oh, see, we just lost a chunk there. Oh, more chunks. Okay, not good. Okay, now you do need an ability for 40, so I wouldn't use it after 38. Like, yeah, I'm not going to use it anymore. I'm done, because 38's almost over, so I need to make sure we're good. Which might suck for 39, because now we're going to lose some lives at 39, but you need it for 40, so you got to take sacrifices where you can get them. You might be able to pull off both, but I don't want to mess with that. So then this thing too, so here's how we're going to do this. This is going to be bad. So we're going to hope that we have enough. We don't, so what we're going to do is we're going to slow it down right when it gets to us. We're going to do this. We're going to buy the Juggernaut, and then as soon as Oben's in range, use your thingy, and I messed up the timing. But basically, to make sure Oben doesn't put it over here like a big dummy, his Bramble, you got to use it right when he hits the Moab, so it gets a little bit of love. Okay, now we sell this, and we buy this. I think, hopefully. Sell Bottom Dart and upgrade Dart to Juggernaut during 40. Sell Bomb for 022 Sniper. Keep using the ability. Oh, I stopped using it. 024 Sniper. Keep using ability until tree. Place tree on the bottom right. Okay, that's not... Oh! We just lost so many. Not that much. It seemed like more, apparently, I guess. All right, so keep using tree. We're almost there. Or keep using brambles. Oh, my God. You know what? Past Joel really wrote this down decently, but I'm just nervous. It still scares me. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get through this. All right. We get this. Oh, a couple more rounds. Perfect. Which will be perfect timing because 47 is going to yeet us alive, I think. Let's see. Maybe we'll just get it this round. That'd be great. Because it is advanced map, so you get like higher experience. Nope. That did not happen. So we're going to have to hopefully get lucky on 47 here. Okay, so tree we're going to place here. So right there. As soon as we can get it. As soon as we can get it. Just to make sure. Oh no, we actually got through 47 fine. Oh, I thought it was going to be like rough because of the ceramics. You can tell I'm a little nervous here, guys. I'm a little scared. Okay, so now I don't have to use my brambles anymore. You can if you want to, but the tree is going to take down most of the stuff on this side. So all we have to do is focus on the top, which we have a druid right there, and we have an Oben. So my finger can now rest because I was just jamming it like crazy. Now I'm just going to keep resetting it because I want the money. But now on top of that, we are going to make money. So after we get that sniper, we're going to go here because the sniper will keep us safe. So I need 2,200 farms, which is absolutely crazy. I can't believe I'm going to be doing that. All right. So, oh, dude, I'm not stoked about 63 at all. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm really not. I'm a little nervous about it. All right. So here, grab another farm. And we're going to use our ability 2 for the tree to get more money. So here, go right there. Okay. So once we get the 650, we're going to go here. And then we're going to go down to the bottom path for both. Now, here's the problem. Sell both farms and Juggernaut during 62 for Elite Defender. Because if you don't... Oh, we're going to change that, though. We're going to sell the Druid instead. That's what we're going to do. Because the Juggernaut's better for 63. Okay, I forgot to write that down on my notes. I changed it like last minute last night, like a big dummy. So like that was sketch right there. All right, sell both farms for Elite Defender. Use tree at the beginning of 63. I have a tree this whole time, not even using it. All right. Use tree at the beginning of 63 and again a last rush after it opens up. Okay. So we're going to use it on 60 for the BFB just to be safe. We'll move it over. So I'll put it here for 60, which isn't in my notes. And guess what? Because it's not, I'm going to mess it up. Should I be changing up my stuff? No. But am I going to? Yeah, because I'm dumb. So that's how there is with that. All right. So here. Oh my God. I'm scared. I'm scared. And the other thing is I'm looking at the notes so much, I'm not going to be able to even hit home in time because I'm like so focused on the other things. All right, 59. Okay, we'll use it on the beginning of 60 and then hopefully have it back for 63. So there we go. I'll put it over here for 63. Didn't even barely need it. That's awesome. Okay. 62 is a problem. That's why we have to do it at the end of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 62. We're going to wait until we see fortifieds. This is where it's going to get out of hand, I'm telling you. So as soon as we see fortifieds, we're dumping and running, okay? So we're going to go here. Okay, fortifieds. Okay, then we're going to sell, elite defender. There we go. And then we're going to use our tree at the beginning here. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm going to throw an alchemist down during the round. Oh, this is so much work, guys. This is so much work. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I usually have cleaner strategies. Like, this is clean. It's working, but it's taking like mid-round stuff here. Oh, God, don't do that to me. Okay, is there another rush or are we done? Okay, I think we can finally breathe now. Oh, my God. Buy blue at the... I didn't even change my strategy. Buy glue at the bottom of the track. 0-1-2 on strong. When did I do that? I don't even remember doing that before. Oh, God. Okay, let's just do that, though. I mean, it does make sense. That's a good plan. All right, so glue here on strong. Here. I mean, it just helps in general, right? So my strategy before, which is what happened, was I always just like, I'm such a pro druid fan that what I did was I left the druid there and sold Juggernaut, and then I would quickly place a glue at the bottom on strong during 63. But I just ended up trying it with the Juggernaut, and it was such a better tower. Like, it was so good. And so, especially for 63. Now, I tried also, too, selling everything for an Ultra Juggernaut because it's cheaper than a Defender. But, well, I think by a little bit. But that was terrible. That was a terrible decision. It did not work. All right, so here. See, because now I got these leads here, and I don't have a Druid to stop them. So it could slow down the round. Oh, I didn't think of that. Because this was all with the Druid instead. All right, so let's get the glue first. And then we'll sell this one for a druid. Or technically we could have both, I guess. 38.90 here. There we go. Perfect. Now we're good. Now we're safer. We'll grab our druid. Because now he pops camo lead. He pops the whole shebang. So that's good. Half cash sucks, guys. Half cash sucks. But I love it. Like, I would never get rid of it. You need it, right? You need the extra love. Because if you could play half cash, you could play full cash. That's pretty much what the gist of this is. All right, so here, I did not practice with alternate Bloon rounds or Impoppable, so we're going to have to hope for the best on that. I just did half cash, but I can't believe I didn't even update my notes. I said put glue here before I got, and then I said sell Druid, like, what was I thinking? Or sell the Juggernaut, not the Druid, dum-dum. All right, so now we still, I think we're going to have enough time here. Yeah, I don't want that over there, though. I'm going to put it over here so he's away from everybody. Because I only need it. Well, that would be kind of silly, huh? Yeah, it needs to be here. I just wanted to get hit by the alchemist and mess it up. So we'll wait. All right, look how slow this is. Oh my goodness, stop going so slow, dude. What are you doing? All right, and then, oh, actually, we don't even need that. What if we went here instead to have him help out? Yeah, there we go. On strong. I think the sniper's probably better, but whatever. And should I sell my Juggernaut now? Because... no, see right there, I think the Juggernaut helped a lot, like more than I think it does, for sure. Desperado's not really worth it, I'm going to be honest. Like, he's doing okay, but he's not going to like really make or break this big guy at the end here. So I think what we'll do is, for any cleanup, just to speed it up a little bit, we'll put this here. Yeah, that'll help out. Probably should have gone on strong and let that clean up the other way, huh? See, if you're smart and you're thinking through this stuff, it would have been smarter to put him on strong for that last one there, because then he would have like let everything soak into the tree and we would have been good to go. So we're on alternate here. So now camo is going to be our next concern. We can go to a dart. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's going to be bad. So I'm going to have to bramble and then dart this one. Yeah, like this. This is actually safe because the brambles will take down the rest of it. Yeah, okay. And then we'll get another one here. And remember, each side's broken down to like half of what it was. So one dart should be able to handle this stuff. There's another bramble there. So I think the safest option is to... why doesn't Oben just put his brambles here? Okay, there we go. There you go, genius. All right, so that's clean. Now we'll go triple shots. We're not going to have a camo lead, which is a problem, but I think what we can do for that, just a sniper. Yeah, simple sniper. It's simple. And then we're good. We're good. We're in a decent spot. And we're not doing the best, but we're not going to be no 40th place either. Like, you can only, it wasn't from my mistakes. Like, that's what's getting crazy too, is like my mistakes aren't that crazy no more. It's just the maps are so dang slow. That's really what's going on here. All right, so 205 on this one. I'm wondering if I should get a sniper camo first in case one slips away now. Might be better off. Yeah, because look at that. Sniper would have totally saved that round. Okay, let's do that instead. 235 on that one. On strong. All right, and then we need the 485. Woo-wee, guys. This is absolutely crazy. So my plan is the same as before, so I'm going to go for this one. Now, the problem with alternate is that we're going to have a fortified Moab, so we need the Moab Assassin for sure. But then we're going to have immediate Moabs right after. So you got to have good defense. You can't just sell it for a farm and call it a day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ability, get through 40, okay? We're going to sell it, buy one of these farms over here, and then we're going to buy the rest for a sniper. We have to, because we still have to take out Moabs. So that's kind of a problem. This guy can take out the camo leads now, so we really don't need this sniper, but it doesn't hurt to have it. And then I'm going to get a little greedy here because we need the money. We just need it. That's all there is to it. Let's go a little bit slower just for a second. Let's not lose, though, actually. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. That's the second time I've had to do that in this run. So we do have to not sell that and then buy the other sniper then. That sucks. So we have to buy this one. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And we'll go here. All right, don't pump up that one. Are we good? Yeah, okay, good. You didn't pump up that one. All right, so there we go. So now I can farm a little bit. Well, no, because we're going to have a fortified BFB on 50, aren't we? Or a regular BFB? I'm not sure how that works. I don't remember. Okay, so I'm going to grow with another farm here. So that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. But we do need to get our elite defender pretty quickly here. So let's do that. And then now we have our tree. We'll make some more money there. I just Oben and a druid are like the dream team. Let me tell you. It's just crazy. But together, these are only making 800 per round. So let's at least get that over 1,000. So we do need one more farm. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It's not my favorite. It's just a little slower than I'd like it to be, but it's not terrible. And we're going to get extra money here from our boy Obes. 165 bucks, Oben. Yeah, you're the man, dude. You're mountain man. Okay, so we need 1690 for this one. Not terrible. There we go. We're ready on that one. Now I can grab this here. We have 59 taken care of because of Oben and the druid, which is cool. So we're in a good spot. And then honestly, I'm wondering if I should go like something stronger. I do want one marketplace because one marketplace I think makes more than two of these, right? I've done the math before, but then I forgot the math, so I don't remember. But I think if I go like this and like this, we're in a better spot. And then I want to say like go middle path. It'll make us money and it's good. It'll take out the extra balloons and stuff. And then once they get going together, they're strong. That's 8,200 bucks though, just to make 1,500 bucks. Is that even worth it? I think so, because it's gonna be a fortified. Oh, it is gonna be a fortified though, huh? Should I move you over here? No, I won't even have time to move it over to the top. So we're just stuck with this. That's fine. I'm not gonna go flying fortress or anything. We don't need that. But look how long this one is taking. Like that's not good. Ugh. All right. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're good. I just don't know what to do. I don't know at this point. I don't know if it's smarter to start farming more because it's always good to farm. So I can have like 4 specters like I did on double HP, or if we should just rock what we got here. There's so much in my head right now. I just don't know. But I know what we're going to do here. We're going to get this one to buy this one. So now we have a great little team here. And then I think these two together are strong. And then I could also buff this one. So now they're both buffed. Not a bad team here. And then what else can we do? I think Spectre's the way to go. And we can just sell this one for that Spectre. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Well, let's do that. So we'll go here. Another miss. And remember, we're making like 3,000 per round. Oben is 5,100. And this little guy here makes 3,000, right? 3,000. That's clean. I don't think it's per round, though. I think I was mistaken on that. And this sells for 20. So right now we could sell for a Spectre. So is that what I want to do, though? Like we're doing good, but I think we could do better. But if I sell this for, if we need 25, which means we need 50, I could only need 30 and I could buy 2 at once. And then that will get us through the last few rounds pretty quickly, right? So I just need to save up 30 grand if you want to look at it like that. That's not bad, right? And then technically it would be smarter to buy another one of these and sell that one too, because then that 30 would come a lot quicker. Oh man, this is being dumb of me though. So here, but we're almost there though too. All money does not make sense when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like, which one's better? Which one's better? I feel like they're all similar, but you know, there's obviously going to be a better one. All right, so let's do this. Let's sell this. Let's sell this. I have 30 now, so we'll sell this and go buy here. And we're almost there, so we'll buy here. There we go. Now we got two Spectres. A good little team here because this guy's faster because of him. He's buffed up. I like it. We still got our money coming in if we need it. We can drop it here for the big dogs. So we'll go like this. Stupid idiot. I just hit the wrong button. All right, let's try that again. Let's go like that. There we go. All right, now this is good. But should this have been good like several rounds prior? Probably. Oh, I don't know. But all we have left is Impoppable and Chimps, so it shouldn't be that terrible. Like, Chimps is going to be a little tough, but honestly, the worst part is that Chimps is actually not that bad. But guess where it's the worst at? Round 98. Of course it's round 98, right? Everything else is very easy. Just round 98 is awful. I put this here because it's always fortified and it makes it harder. So this should make it quicker, right? And then maybe, does it come out this side or that side? Yeah, that side. So now look, I defortified it. I'm not sure if it was fortified, but it did help for the other rounds. It did speed them up significantly, which is kind of cool. So that's always good. I'm not sure if we can start with Oben. Oh, we can. Okay, cool. So let's place them right up front. We'll do the same thing, but this one we're gonna have to be a little bit more fearful because I do not want to lose any of my spikes at the end because those are gonna be necessary for any screw ups or anything. So I think what we should do is go straight to double darts like we did. And then I want to say like a sniper up top again, but just to have it be as like a safety point. So right here on strong, and then that'll clean up anything that we have a problem with. And then I want a bramble, but I want his brambles here where he's attacking, but he throws them over there. What actual like purpose does he have with them? He just picks random spots. It's so weird to me. So I'm going to go with triple shot on both sides. And then I think I'm going to go with a farm. And then I think I'm going to get camo. I want to get camo with just this one. But I was thinking the druid could help, but I don't think Oben will be level 8 by the time 33 and 34 comes around, and we can't rely on his brambles. We might be able to get lucky and get brambles for 24, and that would be really awesome. But then at the same time, he also could put them down at the bottom because we want them up at the top. And so if you're using this as a guide, I don't think you're going to be using this as a guide for Impoppable. Let me know below if you're a Impoppable guide person, but I don't think you are. I don't want to judge or anything. I'm not saying I am, but I think most of you probably got this handled if you have the right amount of monkey knowledge, right? Because the only tough part is really the beginning. But it's not like it's hard. It's just more so like the farm to, you know, tower ratio. And that's where I would lose at, is because I would get too greedy. But see, that sniper did help out right there a lot. That was pretty cool. But I'm also not using my brambles like I should be. So who knows? I think what we're going to do here is we're going to risk it for the biscuit for 24 and get a farm first. That's if he puts the bramble up top. Okay, cool. We're good there. But will it be there in 4 rounds? I'm not sure. So I'm going to greed a little bit. Because worst case scenario, we lose like 1 spike. But I'm more concerned about the time, to be honest. So we'll go here, get our farm. Let's see, is that good? Okay, cool. That's for sure. He's for sure going to pop that for 24. We just have to wait like 2 seconds to do it. But there we go. We saved money from not having to buy those just yet. We can buy them later. Cool. Now we have a farm. So now I want my druid, because once Oben does become level 8, he's going to be our lead popper, our camel popper. He's going to be literally every balloon popper we need is our druid, like always. So that's pretty cool. We'll go here, 320. Oof, we're getting there. So now I need the druid before 33, and then I need, I don't know, is that gonna be okay? We only have this guy for the lead. Okay, we're good there. We're good. All right, we'll get this one too. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna get this for, he put the brambles there, so I'm gonna get camo on this side just in case, and we get overwhelmed if we can't get it in time. But we got it in time. Okay, I'm acting like this is so crazy or something, but it's really not. And I'll grab the camo for that one too. So now we're totally fine. I can honestly just buy this up to a marketplace now, and then we'll have a marketplace before 40, which is phenomenal for Impoppable. I feel like it's a good spot to be in. Marketplace 3240. All right, I'm a little scared of 33, but we seem to be doing fine. Or 36, sorry. So I'm gonna go here and just get this thing scheduled up. We don't have anything for 40. Oh my God, what an idiot. And the brambles went on the bottom. See, if I wanted the brambles up top, he wouldn't put them up top. I love that about Oben. I love that about him. All right, so now I guess the only really thing to do here is just to make sure we can pop 40. So I'm just gonna go here. Okay, there's our bramble up top. Keep that there. Don't get rid of that. There we go for that one. And then we'll try to get another one, and that will totally solve 40. Because then we have, God, Oben, you suck so much. You suck so much sometimes. Like, I don't know why you do this to me. All right, let's just pop it. Let's just get our job done here, buddy. There we go. 3240. There we go. Cleaned up. All right, cool. Get out of here with that. Go to a regular farm now, which I shouldn't be doing because we don't even have a full auto rifle yet. But you know what? Whatever. I think what we could do is sell both of these for 1,000 each, and then we can get this for 2,900 once we get our marketplace up. That's actually not a terrible idea. So we'll go 3240, and then 2900 we'll sell both of these for a sniper, which isn't even the best sniper. Oh no, it is. It is the good one. I was thinking I was different on that right there. So we'll go here, 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 alchemist. And see, if you're doing this on your own, you really don't need to be doing all these little movements here. But remember, I'm just trying to go fast. So I'm trying to get as much money and also save as much time popping as possible. Because you could have just easily waited for this to grow and then been fine and then just not be worried about nothing really. So we'll go here. We'll go another farm. And for Oben's tree, we're going to go down here and go there. There we go. Cool. Another farm here. Perfect spot. And then now we can get this one up, and then we'll do the thing where we sell for marketplaces. And then again, I just don't like using banks because I forget about them. I don't like using the top paths because I would have to use a power because I'll forget about them. So that's that. That's why I don't do that. But 3240 is a lot. My goodness. All right. And now we got the Moabs coming too, but we're only really taking care of one Moab because he only has to cover this side, not the other side, which is nice. Okay, so these sell for 6,000, so I need 3 to sell for 18. So literally I could have just done that, so that's stupid of me. So we'll sell 2 at 6,000. So I'm not even know if this is making enough money. I think that's kind of, I think I'm doing this wrong. Oh well. But now we have another farm there we don't have to sell, so that's cool. 720. So I don't want to greed too much before we get to our elite defender. So what I'll do is I'll just get 2 more of these guys because we're doing really good still, I think, right? No, we probably should get it. We probably should. What am I doing? What am I doing here? I'm greeding too hard. Okay, there we go. Now I'm done. I'm done. I have to get the elite defender, dude. Like, you have to. All right, here we go. There we go. Got our elite defender. Now I'm going to outbuff it. We're going to give it some love here, too, so it can go a little faster. I think we should also even get stronger stimulant so it can go real fast because we have to have it take down 63 as well. Look how long that's taking for a BFB. That's not ideal, you know, but it's fine. So we'll get this one to 6,000. Buy this. I'm going to get 1 more of these bad boys here because that'll help us get our elite defense or our flying fortress by 80. So another one here, get that money. How much has Open made already? 4,400 bucks. That's not bad. It's really not. Here and then. So I do like this better. So I'm going to buy this again and then sell so I can sell both of these and get the one I need. There we go. Now we have a really good team here already. I'm going to try to fit as many of these I can inside of the range of the village because I want to get a couple specters to help out. So we'll go here, and then what we'll do is we'll just sell everything at Flying Fortress like immediately this time. Like before, I'm gonna try to get it before 80, so it just makes the rest of the game like ridiculously simple. So we'll get 28,000. Now what I was thinking was to buy another specter for 28 and then sell, but I only need 30 because these are worth 60. So to get 91, I only need 30,000. So it's not worth it to have like a never miss targeting around area. I just need to sell at 30 to get these 2. And these have already made enough money to make their money back, so it's not bad if we do that. And then we can just focus on like MIBs and clues if we need to, but literally just 30 grand and we're chilling. Will I get it before 80? Probably, right? Like these are like, these have to be like 1,500 to 2,000 a piece per round, right? Now let's see, that was 16,000 on 75. Let's see, that's, oh dude, I can't keep track of that. Oh my goodness. Never mind. Who cares? All right, so we're just going to do this then. We're going to sell for this one. There we go. We're going to buy 9,000 worth. Okay, I could even pop camo. That's funny. So I have everything we need to win. Like we're done, right? But I do like to see how much these actually, like we know how much they make. I'm not saying like that, but it would be cool to get it on 80 and then to see how much it gets us in like 10 rounds. See if it's worth it. You know, obviously it's going to be $4,000, but I just wonder, like, does it help out enough to where you could like buy something cool at the end, or I don't know, just thinking out loud here. It doesn't hurt to have extra money at the end too to make it faster, right? And we could also buff this guy up here, so go like this. There we go. Now he's stronger anyway. And then we can put one of these guys down here, like right there. So I had enough for Blazing Suns, and then I'm also going to be getting the Moab Eliminator to help on the big old bad. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. But then I was thinking, like, it's kind of crazy that it is taking longer. I probably should have got like 2 shattering shells. That would have probably better. Because look, oh my goodness, watch us lose on that. Like, that would be so upsetting. That's crazy. Imagine. Oh my gosh. But we're finally on the chimps. That's what I'm a little nervous about it, but I think we can handle it. Let's see here. Last one, guys, for a black medal. Now I have this completely written down and it should work just fine since I ran it like back 100 times. We're gonna put this one on strong as well. And then this one like right up against the left right here. Now, like I said, I did this like 1,000 times, so it shouldn't be a problem, but you know how Bloons works. And I'd also did it on like super fast forward mode without even paying that much attention when I was running it back like 18 times. Long story short, I just get stressed out because there's always that weird variable, especially in chimps mode, especially when it's live, especially when you're trying to get this done. But what we're going to do here, as soon as we get the sniper, we're going to place it down, put it on strong. And then sometimes a random balloon will slip by right here and you have to move it to first. Now, sometimes it doesn't happen. I don't know why. It's just it's on round 9 sometimes. It just, I guess if he's feeling like it. That time didn't happen. Okay, now on 10, same thing. Nothing you can do about it. It's just kind of random if it pops them all. It's so weird. Like on the last rush here, I think it has to do with like probably this one being in the wrong pixel if I had to imagine, or one of them. But when this one hits most of them, you're okay. Yeah, see, that was kind of sketch. That was a little sketch. But anyways, we're going to place open right here. And then we're going to go like right there. Right there. Come on, don't. Okay. That was my fault for placing that really badly. I'm super nervous right now. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this ability on 15. But upgrade dart to, what am I doing here? Oh man, I'm panicking. Okay, druid to 030. Okay, druid to 030. All right, so we're gonna put it right here, and then we're gonna use our ability on 15, not 14. Okay, we got this, team. We got this. It's only the beginning that's hard, and the rest is like super easy once we get to it. But here's 15. My goodness, he used it on the other. He was on the wrong side. I don't think it matters, but why would he put it over there? You're so stupid, Oben. All right. So now 030 druid and then 013 and then sniper to 022. And then I think from there we're okay. Now I'm not going to be smashing my ability. I don't think chimps is as hard as half cash when it comes to that. But there is always the unlucky thing. So you could use an ability if you want to. Like on 18, there's a lot of greens at the end. I don't think we need to though. Yeah, I think as long as this one's still there. Like maybe do that. Maybe as long as you have one, you're okay. But if you don't have one, put one down. I think that's probably a safe bet here, right? Just to make sure everything's clean. But now that we have the druid boy, I don't think we need anything, honestly. Or clean. 22 can be rough sometimes, but I mean, who cares? We have our druid, bro. All right. So now we're going to go 022 on first. So we're going to go shrapnel shot. Oh, that beginning sucks. It just clinches because you don't know what's going to happen and it's scary and I get scared. All right. Then all we need to do after this is get to a 024 sniper. And then you guys know we're golden. That's my like relief period I was talking about earlier on, especially on this one in general. It just makes it so clean. And I know we've been using the sniper a lot lately, but he's just so good for this. He's just so good. So now we literally just sit here until we get to semi-automatic and then full auto rifle. Like, there's nothing to do. What I'm really stoked about too is we're not bad on our time. 2 hours and 10 minutes into this, already like what, more than a quarter of the way through, which is awesome. We got our full auto. Those are kind of scaring me, the leads, not gonna lie. And we're gonna put this like in, as close as we can to it to make sure it gets actually in the range of that guy, which he should. But oh my gosh, I don't have the nudge thing on this one, so it's scaring me. All right, we're good. I have the other one locked on my main account to where it just snaps the last place you need it to. And I always forget to do it on here because once we're finally done, I'm like so stoked that we beat it that I forget. And then when we're starting, I'm like ready to start. And then I don't want to do it during because it slows it down. So then there's that conundrum. So now we're just going to go straight to, because we got this to a 320 just for a refresh in case you guys are like not paying attention or lost track or whatever. We're going to now go for the elite defender. And then it's all really easy from there. We're not going to be using abilities too much, but what I do, what we're going to do is we are going to place Oben's tree as soon as we get it. Like if I get it before I get elite defender, we're going to place Oben's tree right here as far bottom as it can go, just as a placeholder. We're not going to change it though. As long as it's still there, we're going to leave it. I'm more nervous of 49 than I should be. I don't know why. Oh my God. That's why. Use your ability on 49. I just clinched as hard as I can clinch on that. I just had a feeling it was going to be awful because I was watching 47 and I'm like, that's just a little sketchy. That shouldn't be like that. And then 49 was like clincher. So definitely use your abilities. Oh my God. Use it on 47 all the way to 49. So hopefully you can build up a couple of them because we got through it with no problem, but you saw that was a little sketch. All right. So now that we got our elite defender, we're going to get a 200 village right here. Okay, that'll help out everybody, I guess. So 0, 0, there we go. And then we got our Oben's tree, so we're gonna place it right here. we're just going to leave it there. It shouldn't, honestly, it shouldn't be removed for a very, very long time. Like, it should just be chilling there. And then we're going to get a 250 sniper on first, I said. On first. Okay. Because you just want to make sure. Okay. So here, like this. Boom, boom, boom. And the reason why you say that is because once you get to the 5th tier, it makes it actually just go to elite. And I hate elite because elite's just wrong. It's always wrong. I don't know why it's even an option. I think it's just more for like if you're using it as like a whatever tower later in the game just to get either money, or you're just trying to do it to speed up your guy and you're using him for speed. But you actually do need him to help clean up super ceramics later on. And being on elite, he just goes, nah. Why would I pop the ones that are going out of the track? That's not elite. That's stupid. And so he just kind of sucks. But okay, so now we got the supply drop. Now this is where the strategy is kind of crazy, is because so our main goal is to get this guy to $51,000 or whatever after stronger stimulant. But what I was realizing was that you kind of have you roughen it if you don't have the sniper, because this sniper, not only is he good, but he makes this guy faster too, which makes him gooder. And so I really like that versus going from elite defender all the way to permabrew. I was able to make it work. I just wasn't the biggest fan of it, and it seemed a little bit more sketch. So this way is like a for sure guaranteed that you're going to get there. It is going to be sketchy. It's going to clinch a little bit at the end there, but I think we should be able to handle it no problem. So there we go. It's on elite because I just bought it. I don't want that. So we're going to go like this. And then why not? Just let's replace our tree in case there's money in it. There you go. I guess some things did slip by. And then we're going to grab stronger stimulant for $3,080. And then I think it's 51 grand, but we're going to wait all of that time. And we're not going to use abilities. So I'm probably going to get up and leave. And if I come back and it's lost, I'm going to be pretty upset. But 51,000 is a good chunk to go. We're going to get it between 82 and 83, if I remember correctly. And so we got a ways to go for that. So just stopping back in here, I just wasted a couple seconds. The level up thing popped up. And I hadn't left it. I'm just on another window on my computer waiting. And I was like, why do I not hear game sounds? Did I lose? And it says level up. So I think I wasted like 5 seconds on a dead screen. That is awful, man. Oh, just for walking away. It happens though. It happens. You don't have to be shitty. Well, apparently I was way wrong, like super wrong. But I think we should have it now, hopefully. 51, 51, 51. Okay, we got it. My numbers were off somehow. I don't know what happened there. I think maybe because there's a lot of money inside this thing here. I don't know. But it doesn't matter though. Now we have to buy another sniper on strong here. So like there, and we're going to go all the way to here on strong. And then I am going to replace my tree just in case. I mean, there wasn't that much in there. It wasn't like it's a big old deal. And then we're going to go for 520 on strong. Make sure sniper. Make sure to save tree. I almost bought the wrong thing right there. Make sure to save tree for 95. Then each time after use the tree. Some of my words are pretty cryptic. But okay, so we just need to make sure we have one on 95. You don't need it, but it doesn't hurt to have it for safety, you know? And then tree again on 97 and 98. That's scary. Okay, because I know that so before one of my runs, I had a glue gunner right here. And like right here, I'd put a glue gunner before I got the sniper up. And then it was helping, sure, but then I wouldn't get the sniper to like the very end of 98. And then by then, it's this huge long mess on 98. And so what's going to happen, what you're going to see happen, is that on 98, we're going to clear off a lot of the balloons in the beginning, but then they're going to make it too far down the track and we won't be able to clean up. So then you're going to panic, move this guy to first. It's not going to be enough. And then you just get yeeted on. So that's why we need to get it first before glue. And that's like our best chance at survival here. So we need a farm on 98, or not a farm, a tree, so we can have every single ounce of dollars we have left to make sure nothing happens. I'm going to use it. I think we'll have enough time to get it up before 95. If we don't, I'm going to be upset, but we should. Yeah, this is pretty slow round here. And nothing's gone in there yet, so that's good too. Oh, this is a sketch strategy. Someone mentioned that in my last video on Castle Revenge. They're like, dude, I don't know about that strategy for like that late in the game. And I agree. It's a little sketch, but I mean, it gets it done. So that's good too, right? Because we got to go like a black border. We can't be going gold border. We try and last round or nothing. So that's what we got to work with. And I do have one for 95, so perfect. I don't even think I need it. Yeah, I'm not even going to change it out. I don't even need it. Don't waste it. All right, let's go though. Because I could use it now if I need to. Dude, so sketch. So sketch. Don't remove nothing. Oh, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. And I'm going to save it for 98. But then I said 99. So how do I do that? So let's use it now. So then we'll have it good for 97 and 98. We'll have it back for 98. Or just use it all up on 96. Dang it, dude. What a dummy. All right. 31? 34. Oh, my goodness. All right. Actually, we should get it here then. We should get it here. Oh, my gosh. Please do. Please do. I will be so happy if we get it here. Should I use my ability? Are you going to pop him open, or are we just going to let him run down the track here? 34, 560. There we go. And I'm going to use my tree. Oh, my God. I think we did it. 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 I think we're okay. I'm going to use brambles here, too, just to be on the safe side. And then why not just throw a glue down here, just in case. Just in case. Doesn't hurt. Oh, my God. We did it. That was so clean. Oh, my God. I'm so happy right now. I could cry. I could cry. Get those. Get those. And then the bad's nothing with the sniper. Like, it's absolutely just atrociously easy. Yeah, dude, just trash it. Get it out of here. I said it's easy. Excuse me. I should have put my tree over there. What an idiot. Oh my God. Don't lose it this time. Oh my God. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, we got our instant monkey. We got our Black Border. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go back to $900. Double advance. Boom, Mesa. 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 48 seconds. That can't be that bad. That really can't. 18th place. That's not terrible considering. And look how many advanced maps are in the top 20th spots. I'm okay with that. Because it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place advanced map. So if you want to go in your own like advanced versus expert versus intermediate versus whatever, it is number 7, which is not bad. And then, oh man, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. It's a tough map. I had some problems with my strategies and we're clearing them out. That's really all that matters. We really only have cornfield and geared when it comes to advance. We are almost done because cornfield's going to be easy, just slow. It's kind of, I've been saving it. Like it's going to be a slow one, but just easy. And then expert, we have all of them. And then I believe we have a couple intermediates, but they're nothing crazy. Doors, Temple, and Spring, not going to be a problem. Dude, we're almost there. And then we have 2 here. This is going to get wild and I'm super excited for it. Let me know which one you guys want to see next. And if you like this video, then you'll probably like the previous one where we saw how fast we could Black Border Castle Revenge. That's every single game mode as quickly as possible.